Have you ever grabbed a cold can of Monster Energy, popped it open, heard that sharp, and thought to yourself, what's really inside this can? How do they take simple raw ingredients and transform them into one of the world's most powerful energy drinks? And here's another question. Why does every single can taste exactly the same? No matter if you buy it in Los Angeles, London, or Tokyo. Today, we're pulling back the curtain and stepping inside the factory to discover the entire journey of Monster Energy. From purified water and carefully measured sugars, to caffeine, taurine, and vitamins, all the way to the fizz, the sealing, and that iconic black and green can, you'll see how science, engineering, and strict quality control come together to make the drink millions rely on for a boost. Stick around, because by the end, you'll never look at your can of Monster the same way again. Step 1. The foundation. Pure water. Every Monster energy drink begins with water, but this isn't ordinary tap water. Inside the factory, giant purification systems clean the water through multiple steps. Filtration, reverse osmosis, and sterilization. Think about it. Even the tiniest impurity could ruin the taste or weaken the ingredients. That's why every drop is tested before it touches a mixing tank. By the time the water is ready, it's so pure, it could compete with the cleanest bottled water on the planet. This ensures that every sip of Monster starts on the cleanest, safest foundation possible. Step 2. Sweetness that fuels. Once the water is set, it's time to bring in sweetness, the quick energy source. Monster relies on glucose, sucrose, or a special blend of both. These sugars are delivered to factories in massive bulk containers, tested for purity, and then dissolved into the purified water. Why these sugars? Because they dissolve smoothly, giving Monster that consistent mouthfeel without grit or residue. Plus, sugar provides an instant burst of energy that pairs perfectly with caffeine. By this stage, the mixture has turned into a sugary base, a blank canvas ready for the energy-boosting components. Step 3. The power ingredients. Now comes the transformation. This is where Monster becomes more than just sweetened water. Caffeine is carefully added, and factories don't play games with measurements. Computerized systems control every gram, ensuring you get the same reliable boost in every can. The caffeine often comes from natural sources like tea or coffee, though sometimes synthetic caffeine is used for consistency. But Monster isn't just about caffeine. Taurine, an amino acid, joins the mix. While your body already produces taurine, the purified synthetic form used in energy drinks helps with focus, energy metabolism, and brain function. Next, the B vitamin complex is added. Vitamins like B3, B6, and B12 don't just sound good on a label. They actively help your body turn the sugar and caffeine into usable energy, keeping your nervous system firing smoothly. Without them, Monster wouldn't deliver the same lasting kick. Together, these power ingredients create the unique energy profile that makes Monster different from sodas or juices. Step 4. The flavor mystery. Now that the energy core is ready, flavor takes the stage. The actual flavor recipe is a tightly guarded secret, but here's what's known. Citric acid provides tang, while a blend of natural and artificial flavors gives Monster its bold, refreshing taste. Flavor is about balance. Too sweet, and it's overwhelming. Too acidic, and it's unpleasant. Factory technicians constantly adjust the ratios, ensuring Monster hits that sweet spot, literally. At this point, the drink has its identity, but it's still flat. And what's Monster without the fizz? Step 5. The spark of carbonation. Carbonation is what makes Monster exciting on your tongue. Factories pump carbon dioxide into the liquid under high pressure, trapping the bubbles inside. Carbonation doesn't just add texture, it also enhances taste. making the drink feel crisp and refreshing. But it has to be perfect. Too much fizz could burst cans. Too little would leave the drink dull. That's why carbonation levels are measured constantly during production. Step 6. Safety through pasteurization. Before the drink can be canned, it needs one more protection step: pasteurization. The liquid is quickly heated to kill bacteria and then rapidly cooled. This step keeps the drink shelf stable for months without adding heavy preservatives. Importantly, the pasteurization process is fine-tuned so it doesn't damage the caffeine, taurine, or vitamins inside. It's a silent hero of the process. You'll never taste it, but it keeps every sip safe. Step 7. Into the can now comes one of the most satisfying steps: filling. Monster is famous for its sleek black and green cans. Automated filling machines pour the drink at lightning speed, processing hundreds of cans per minute. Each can is measured down to a fraction of a milliliter to ensure precision. Before the lid goes on, a small dose of nitrogen gas is added. This keeps carbonation locked in and extends freshness. Then lids are pressed on tightly, creating an airtight seal. From this point forward, no air or bacteria can sneak inside. Step 8. Cleaning and labeling. Freshly sealed cans go through a cleaning tunnel that washes away any sticky residue. Then it's time for labels. The Monster Claw logo isn't just branding, it's one of the most recognized designs in the world. But labels also display important info: caffeine content, nutritional breakdown, and health warnings. Labeling machines work with stunning accuracy, aligning each label perfectly before the cans move down the line. Step 9. The test of quality. Monster doesn't leave anything to chance. Random cans are pulled from every batch and tested in labs for taste, fizz, appearance, and ingredient levels. If something doesn't meet the exact standard, even by a little, the whole batch can be rejected. That's how Monster guarantees consistency, whether you buy it in California, Canada, or Korea. Step 10. Distribution across the world. Once approved, cans are packed into cardboard trays, then boxed and stacked on pallets. Forklifts load them onto trucks, ready for shipping. Some cans travel just a few miles to local stores, while others are shipped across oceans to new continents. The global demand for Monster is massive, and these factories are built to supply millions of cans every single day. Step 11. The can that matters. The can itself deserves attention. Made from recyclable aluminum, it's strong enough to hold carbonation, light enough to ship efficiently, and eco-friendly when recycled. Monster and other beverage companies are also working on reducing their environmental footprint, optimizing packaging, cutting waste, and investing in sustainability. Every recycled can means less raw material needs to be mined. And there you have it, the secret journey of how Monster Energy comes to life. From the invisible purification systems filtering water, to sugar blending, to the caffeine, taurine, and vitamins that fuel your body, right down to carbonation, pasteurization, and those iconic cans, it's a process of science, precision, and passion. So the next time you open a Monster and feel that kick, remember the thousands of steps and checks that went into making that single can. It's not just a drink, it's an engineering marvel designed to give you energy when you need it most. Thanks for watching Food Factory, where we take you behind the scenes of the world's most fascinating foods and drinks. If you enjoyed this journey, hit that like button, subscribe for more factory deep dives, and let us know in the comments, which product should we explore next? Until next time, stay curious, stay energized, and we'll see you in the next episode.